IVM.
Hello and welcome to Smile India. I'm your host Shifa Maitra. Given that these times have shown us that uncertainty is the only given, looking for the silver lining always helps. I try that and get you uplifting news from across the country each time. So let's get started from Delhi, where a class 10 student, Zareeb Vardhan, is busy doing good. Like most of his friends, his lockdown also began with playing video games and watching TV after classes. Till he saw how the policemen were suffering out on the streets and decided to do something to help. He could make shields, so he used his pocket money and bought a 3D printer. He converted his study and snooker room into a workshop and began designing and creating 3D face shields. Once ready, he tested them to ensure that they could protect the wearer even in places where social distancing is difficult. Once he had 100 shields ready, he presented them to the Delhi police. The commissioner was touched that a boy so young had done this for them. I would congratulate the Vardhan family for their well-brought-up son. Now let me tell you about a place in Karnataka where you can ride an electric bike on the trunk of a coconut tree. Seriously, that's possible. In Bantwal, Karnataka, a farmer, Ganpati Bhatt, has designed this bike that can climb palm trees 80 feet tall. The harvesting happens easily and quickly given that the bike gets to the top of the tree in minutes. Getting a human to do that takes a very long time besides the risk involved. The bike is lightweight and comes with shock absorbers. In 1 liter of petrol, he can climb up and down 100 trees. These days, getting skilled manual labor for a job like this is increasingly difficult given that accidents happen as well. With the government's agrotech programs, farmers are encouraged to innovate, and this bike is a wonderful solution. Bhatt is glad that he can do his own harvesting and claims that anyone who can ride a bike can do this too. While cricket is certainly not being played, the love for the game and players is not going anywhere. I'm hoping that once we get the vaccine, cricket lovers can get back to the stadium, and one person who's praying ardently for it is India's cricketing superfan, Sudhir Chaudhary. After seeing Sachin Tendulkar play at Eden Gardens, his life changed. From his home in Muzaffarpur, Bihar, he cycled 1,700 kilometers to Mumbai to meet Sachin. He fell at Sachin's feet and got invited to his home for lunch. Since then, Sudhir goes for every match, once at the cost of missing his graduation exams. He gets lychees that grow in his hometown every year for his hero. Of course, Sachin can also not stop the man and his antics. Running onto the pitch has led to him being jailed, but Sudhir is unstoppable. His passion has led him to save up in a job and then go abroad wherever the team is playing. His innovative hairstyles and antics make people smile when TV cameras spot him. For a game in Pakistan, he stayed with Chacha, his cricket-crazy counterpart in Lahore. After Sachin's retirement, he still supports Team India and lands up at every match. He hasn't got married because his love for cricket doesn't allow him to love anyone else. And now some news about how the hard times have made some very compassionate. There was news about a 70-year-old, Leelavati Devi, who was stranded at a railway station in Mumbai wanting to go home to her children in Delhi. Some good Samaritans got her a ticket on a train and everyone forgot. When she reached Delhi, she'd got the virus and was hospitalized for a couple of weeks. Both her sons refused to take her home. Her daughter wanted to, but could not. A politician doing the rounds met Leelavati and her daughter and wanted to help. He discussed it with his wife and children, and now they've got Leelavati to move into their house. She's been with them for over a month, and the politician and his family claim they will never let her go. Like I keep saying, believe in the kindness of human beings and you will never be let down. These days, with endless hours staring at the screens, most of us have eyes that are tired by the end of the day. Here are some tips that I got from Luke Coutinho, and trust me, they work. Blink more often, it helps. After every 20 minutes, look away from the screen and try and get some natural light. Look out of the window, look up at the sky. Even if it's for just 2 minutes, do it. Shut off all screens 2 hours before sleep time and see the difference these simple things make to your life. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on IVM Network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on our social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, it's at Shifa Maitra on Instagram and Twitter. I will see you soon with a new episode of Smile India.
I hope you enjoyed that show.
So been a really fun week on the network. Please do definitely check out all the regular shows that you do. But in addition, let me give you a few recommendations. On Agla Station Adulthood, Ritasha and Ayushi talk siblings. Really fun episode. I think you'll enjoy that. Nishad Pai Vaidya is on Cyrus and they discuss cricket and a lot of different things around cricket. I think you'll enjoy that as well. Old friend Parmesh Shahani, he was on Absolutely Right. Definitely do check that out. Tamal Mills was on Edges and Sledges, another episode which I've heard really good things about. I haven't heard it yet. I need to listen to that soon. And guys, Uncle Please Sit, definitely listen to that. They've been killing it. This week they have Abby Phillips, he's a doctor talking about medical misinformation. Last week Paramita Vora was talking about sex education and who needs it. They've been really killing it. Definitely do check that out. And with that, hope to see you again next week.
Advertising is dead. Yep, you heard me right. Advertising is dead. We're all in the content business now. Let's not call it news, TV, radio, etc., etc. It's all content, and we're in the middle of this weirdly exciting phase where all the borders and lines that have been drawn over decades has been swept away by this lovely thing called the internet. We're a show where we don't dwell on just the stuff that is now, but rather the wider stuff about advertising, media, content, and the whole goddamn circus surrounding it. Tune in every Tuesday for our weekly unboxing of the mystery box we used to call advertising. I'm Varun Dugirala, co-founder and content chief at The Glitch, and this is my new podcast, Advertising is Dead.